Okay, so I'm going to attempt to do this again. So I didn't want to talk about how I hooked up my fireplace originally, but I'm going to anyway. If you do this, you're doing it at your own risk. I'm not telling you this is the right way to do it, but this is how I did it. So if you're going to do what I'm doing, you're doing it at your own risk, okay? Just so we're clear on that. So this was originally a standalone gas fireplace, which this here is part of the original fireplace. Everything that's black here is part of the original standalone fireplace. And I wanted to build in these shelves around it, so I built it all as one big unit. Now you can actually pull this whole thing out because this around through here will pull out, but there's no need to pull it out because you can actually access the gas connections from right here. You can actually remove these fire brick here. They're just panels. There's 3 panels, 4 panels actually at the top here. You can remove those and take the screws out, and it'll remove this burner assembly down here. Well, underneath this burner assembly is the new gas line that I connected directly to the burner, and it runs directly out the wall through a piece of PVC pipe, and it runs to the outside. Well, on the outside of the wall, on the outside of this wall here, is a where I keep the tank. And all I use is a 20-pound, I think it's a 20-pound, it's one of those propane grill tanks. And that's what I run this fireplace off of. And on the end of the gas line that comes off this burner is a quick connect. So and on the other end of my regulator and hose kit that I bought at Harbor Freight is the other connection for the quick connect. So it just connects onto there, and so when I want to run the tank, the fireplace, all I do is hook up the tank and hose to the outside of the wall where the quick connect is. Now I ordered my quick connect off of Amazon, and because I could not find one locally, I went to Lowe's and went to Walmart and could not find one at all. So I just ordered mine off of Amazon, and it works perfectly fine. So I'll go around the house, and I'll show you guys how it's done back there. So hang on. Okay, so here's where the line connects. This is the gas line that runs out of the house. Behind here, there's a piece of PVC pipe that this line here is run through. So this here sticks out the end of the back of the house. Now, I do plan on putting a box back here to hide this connection. But this is what I was talking about. It's quick connect, so you can just push this up like you would an air compressor. The line on an air compressor, and it'll pop loose. And this is my tank. So that's how I run my fireplace. And I bought the hose and regulator down at Harbor Freight, and this here is what I ordered off of Amazon. And it just connects onto the gas line that runs directly into that burner, into that gas log in the house. So like I said, I do want to build something here, a box or something, or find a metal box to hide this. So it's not really cold. We have a few cold days, but pretty soon I'll unhook this, and this can just be stored, down there in the building, and I'll put the hose up in the house, and that'll help protect my hose. So we'll go back inside. Okay, so now that we're back inside, yeah, that's basically it. You wanna, if you're gonna do something like this, you just need to follow the safety instructions, on how to set the fireplace itself up. Because like I said, this was a standalone fireplace, and I have customized it to where it's all one big build-in. So there's really no need to pull that fireplace out at all the way that I connected it, because there's no connections between the logs, the gas logs, and the connections out back. So there's really no need at all to ever have to pull this out. And yeah, that's basically it. It's it wasn't too difficult to put together and figure out, but yeah, that's basically it. I mean, the way that it's set up, I mean, you know, you still got the line out, so if I wanted to upgrade to a large tank, like a 100-pound tank or something, all I have to do is just remove that quick connect and then just use the regulator for the for a 100-pound tank and connect it into that line outside. So it still gives you the option of switching it, you know, back to a regular standard propane tank like I'm using now, or you can switch it up to a large tank. And that was what I wanted to do without ever having to pull this back out. So, and like I said, the original line that was on this fireplace had a hole in it, and I'll show you what the gas line looks like. I've got the old one here. This is what you're looking at here. This here would have been the end that screws into the bottom of the gas logs, and this was the end that comes out the back of the fireplace. I don't know if you can see this or not, but right there where my finger is it going to focus? No. Anyway, there's a hole in it, so that's what I took off of this fireplace. And like originally, this would have screwed into a copper gas line, but now it's got a longer, this braided, no, it ain't a braided hose. This hose here is longer enough that it goes all the way out the back of the house. So anyway, so all I said, like I said, all I did was just replace this with a longer hose. So there's no connections behind this fireplace. They're all either on the outside of the wall or they can be accessed from here. I didn't install a shut-off valve because there was no point in installing one inside the house, because you'd have to, from what time it would take you to pull this whole fireplace assembly out to shut the gas off inside, you can just go out the back door and go out there and shut the tank off. So, you know, that's all I know to say. You know, I checked for leaks, make sure it didn't leak, and all that good stuff. So, hey, and it works. You know, y'all have seen in my other videos, I've had the fireplace going. So, yeah, well, that's about it. That's all I know to tell you, really. I did have to take the top mantelpiece off of this to do this, make this build in here, because it stuck out too far. But yeah, that's my fireplace with build-ins, and how I done this is the fireplace is actually sitting on pavers like you'd put outside, like in a walkway. And then I just bought these tiles here at Lowe's for 99 cents. They're adhesive tiles. And then I just put those on top of the paving stones. Pavers, whatever you want to call them. Stepping stones. And so that gives like a buffer between the fireplace and the carpet. Because originally I didn't have carpet in here when I built this, but there's carpet in here now, so. Alright, so I'm about to run out of memory here. And so, yeah, I'll end the video here. And thanks for watching. Like I said, hopefully this will help you. I'm not saying this is not a how-to, but this is how I done it. You know, if you do it, you're doing it at your own risk. That's what I did here. You know, I took the risk of blowing myself up, so. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out later. Hope y'all have a good day.